Hey, coming to you with the first of possibly several excerpt readings from the last chapter of my book, Christianity the Way Jesus Lived It, from the Epilogue that is titled Victorious Eschatology. And there are quite a few subtitles throughout this last chapter. I don't know how many times I'll read out of it, but probably at least several. But to the 104 people who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. I'd be honored for you to subscribe and watch the short and longer versions of these videos. And also to everybody who has liked, commented, and shared, thank you. If you've not done that, please do as well. Anyway, thank you so much. Do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good is more than a religious platitude or a command not to sin. And what if it is a command to advance God's kingdom and glory until the whole world is transformed by them? Our eschatology, which is what we believe about the end times, shapes our view of the world and our role in it. What I mean by that is this. What I believe about the end of the world, either the actual end of the world or my personal end in this world, will determine the level of effort I exert to transform it. If I believe my efforts to transform this world are futile because the devil is going to wreck it, or worse, God is going to burn it completely up, then what is the point in the sacrifice of my time, talent, money, and possibly even my life? What if Jesus really is going to present to himself a glorious bride? What would that look like? And what would we look like? What if Jesus really is going to complete what he has begun in his people? What would that look like? And what would we look like? And what if Jesus really is not returning to earth until all of his enemies have been made a footstool for his feet? Psalms 110:1 in the New Century Version says this: "The Lord said to my Lord, sit by me at my right side until I put your enemies under your control." End of excerpt reading. I am going to keep these shorter than the rest of them so that I can get more in, and hopefully more of you will watch these videos until the end. But anyway, what if? You know, my son, when he was very young, would ask these questions: what if? What if this? What if that? And I'd get so flustered, I'd say, well, what about that what if? Well, what about all the what ifs? You see, I think if we would change the way we think about the end and our end, then we might have opportunity, we would have opportunity to begin to think like God thinks. And when we begin to think like God thinks, we begin to see all the possibilities instead of fixating on what we perceive to be impossibilities. Jesus thrives in impossible situations. Anyway, thank you again to everybody who has subscribed. And again, if you haven't yet, please do. I have a goal now of reaching 1,000, so then I can begin to do some live streaming of videos. God bless. Peace in.